Hello everyone. So I am back for my weekly check-in for the month of January. So it was a full week. I did my Friday to Thursday, which is today. Today's Thursday. So go ahead and join me and see what I spent my money on this past week. I kind of spent a lot of money, so stay tuned and let's go ahead and check out what I spent money on. So to start off, you guys know that I have my Happy Planner, which is where I write down my expenses for the week, and then I have the stickers that I use from Lumina Rosa to track my expenses. So this is my Erin Condren 7x9. There is a link down in the description in this video. If you click where it says get a $10 off coupon, you click that code, that link, and you create an account, and then they'll email you the $10 off if you guys are interested in getting this planner. They are kind of pricey, so the discount comes in pretty clutch. All right, so we're gonna flip to my monthly layout, and I'm gonna see. So the first category that I'm going to be tracking is for food, and if you guys can see, I'm going to be tracking from the 7th to the 13th, and these are all my expenses for this past week. So I did go ahead and actually write them down already, that way I don't spend that much time on camera boring you guys writing them down. So for my first expense for this week was at Santana's, and this was on actually on payday on the 7th. Alright, so I'm gonna check that off here. I went to Santana's, that was on the 7th. And then that same day, I also went to Tapatío and I got some pupusas. I'm just gonna cover up the payday sticker. Cross that off. And then on the 7th as well, I also DoorDashed some food, which was on us. I think this day snowed, if I'm not mistaken. It was a snowstorm, so I was like, I'm gonna order some food. I don't feel like driving. Okay, and then on the 8th, I went to Star Market. And I bought some like groceries. It's kind of crazy because I didn't even buy that many things and I spent almost $60, and I was like, wow, I cannot wait to vent about this because it's kind of crazy how much money I spent, like a ridiculous amount. All right, and that same day I also went to Mary Lou's, got myself some coffee that day. I know I mentioned before, but Mary Lou's is like a coffee like chain in Massachusetts, and it's only in the south part of Massachusetts, not like in the metro Boston area, and it's kind of annoying, but it's so good, it's worth the drive. Okay, I went to Mary Lou's, and then I went to Starbucks on the 9th. And I spent $10 there because I refilled my card. Okay, and then on the 10th, I actually went, let me check that off. I actually went with my sister to Santana's, which is a Brazilian place. We got some, well, I got her an acai bowl and I got myself some cheese bread. So let's cross that off. And then on the 12th, which was actually yesterday, I went to Market Basket. I got my boyfriend and I some steak and cheese subs. He had like worked a double, so I bought like some subs for us, and I never filled it out, so that's gonna be $25.49. That's not including just the subs. I ended up getting some like eggs and stuff for like the house, and coffee creamer and coffee and things like that. And then earlier this evening I went to Taco Loco, which is a place here where I live, and I spent $12.28. I got myself some pupusas, and in horchata, my sister made me go to a different place this time around. I don't usually go there, and the wait was crazy. Let me actually write that down in my Happy Planner that I went there today. Taco Loco, and that was $12.28. Okie dokes. So that's for food, and I am all out of these stickers. I do have another one, but I go through these like crazy for food. Alright, so the next category that I'm going to be tracking is gas, and I filled up my tank yesterday, sort of filled it up, and I spent $50. And as you know, this is my gas color tracking category. So that was yesterday. $50. On my way to Market Basket, I stopped by to pump some gas near my boyfriend's house. So there's that. And then the next category would be shopping. So for shopping, on the 8th, I actually took my dog to get groomed. And my mom did help me out with that. It wasn't much, so my portion was 52 after the tip. So let's take that off. I put $1 there for a tip, but it's 52, so my bad. And then on the 11th, it says tip because I ordered some food and I paid for the tip portion for the delivery, so it was $8.33. And the reason why I'm not taking that out of my food category is because it wasn't paid using that card, it was paid using a different card. So I'm just gonna put that's a shopping expense. So there's that. And then on the 9th, which was a Sunday, my boyfriend and I went to the mall, and while we were waiting to go eat, to get seated, we walked around the mall for a little bit, and I bought him a couple of candles and a candle for myself that I had been wanting to buy for him. There's a hair here. So there was that. And then I didn't spend anything for household. Didn't spend anything for household nor for beauty for this past week. But I did have an unbudgeted expense on the 11th, and it was for an Easy Pass, and that was for $35 I got charged to my card, and I did pay it off already. And that was on the 11th that I paid for it yesterday, just to clear that balance off my card. But that charge was from Saturday because I was using the Kohl's that day. So that is what I spent my money on this week. So let's go ahead and tally up everything. Let's do food first. So on the 7th, I went to Tapatio, and that was $9.34, and then Santana's was $13.99 plus $24 for DoorDash plus $8.69 for Mary Lou's plus $57.70 for Star Market. And then here was $10 at Starbucks, and then another $13.76 at Santana's, and then $25.49 at Market Basket, and then $12.28 at Taco Loco. So I spent $175.25 this past week on food, which is a little weird because I do have a balance on I have like $60 left, so something's off there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I spent $175.25. So let's go ahead and check all of these off. The pinks. I think, that's weird. Alrighty, so then next would be gas, which is just $50 that I spent yesterday. So let's put 50. And it's already checked off. Okay, so then next would be shopping. So for Mickey it was $52 plus 51, 53 for the candles, plus $8.33 for the tip. So $111.86. And then for household I did not spend anything. For beauty I didn't spend anything. And then I had an unbudgeted expense of $35. So let's check all of those off. And I think that's it. So these were my totals for this week of how much I spent. I'm a little surprised that I have money left over. I need to figure out where it came from, to be honest. But I'll figure it out. Quick side note, I actually did figure out where that, so I have a balance of $65.33 on my checking account where I track my expenses for my food, and it says $65.33. So I was like, where is that money coming from if I'm clearly over budget or about to spend all of my money here? So yes, it's because I had a balance there on my account before and I thought I didn't. It was actually supposed to be savings, $50, but clearly I need it for the next week, so I'm not even gonna touch that. So I have 65 remaining. So yes, just wanted to share that. Let me actually write this down. I have 65.33 remaining. That's it for today. It was a short video. I did feel like I spent a lot of money this week, but hopefully this upcoming week is better, so we'll see what happens. Alrighty, hope you guys liked the video. Sorry for the low energies. I'm a little tired. I have some homework to do for this winter class. I'm almost done with school. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope to catch you guys on my next one. Bye guys.